We left off yesterday the various opinions. Why David? Why Yehuda merited Malchus? Right? Why did he merit royalty? So there are 4 or 5 opinions in the Tosefta. So I'm just going through every one of them over here. Pirish. We're at second column, page Yudalid, right in the middle of the second column. The opinion that says the reason why he merited Malchus, Yehuda, is because he could have sent Tamar to her death, and the last moment he admitted that he fathered the child. Ratzalomar ki Yehuda hu miyuchad b'hodo. Yehuda is unique when it comes to admission. K'mo Shemor of Shemo Shnikri Yehuda al Shem Hodo. Right? Why was he called Yehuda? Leah said Hador Pamodes Hashem. She gave thanks to Hashem. Umishemod al Dover K'mo Shehoda Yehuda betom roy lamalchus. A person who admits something, especially regarding a situation such as Tamar, despite the disgrace himself, he was disgraced. Roy lamalchus Q Melech Molach al Yitzro. Because he what? He dominated his Yitzhara, his inclination. Kashem Moder al Chet also. He admitted, well, despite, regardless of the disgrace, he admitted it was a question of sending somebody to his death or not. I mean, he could have justified it. Factually, Tamar deceived Yehuda. It was a deception. She presented herself as a prostitute. She drew him to him. So you know something? You're getting what you deserve. It's a question. Me, and if I'm disgraced, I'm a less effective person. You brought it upon yourself. You brought it upon yourself. Chein dorshu zoveach todo yichabdineni ze ochon. The Gemara says that's ochon. Shezovach yitzro v'hoda shnema v'tein todo. Misha zoveach yitzro. One who slaughters his yitzara, literally slaughtering it. Hu melech bevadai. He assumes the characteristic of a king. Shav yitzara eno sholit bo. He doesn't allow his inclination to dominate him, to rule him. Vari melech legamri. Kasher molach al yitzro vein sholit bo yitzadavar. Just these things that Gemara says in Shabbos. Man malki. Who are the kings? Rabbanon. Man malki Rabbanon. Now why are they kings? Who are the Melochim? Who are the kings? The Chachomim, the Talmud and Chachomim. Now the Gemara says, I'm saying based on what he's saying now. Rotzi Yitzhar versus the Torah Tavli. I created an evil inclination. What's the antidote to the evil inclination? What incapacitates it? Torah. So Man Malki, who said, what is Melech? Melech is the one who dominates, who controls and reigns on his Yitzhara. He controls his life. The Yitzhara, his inclination, does not control his life. Now, what are the Chachamim? The people who possess Torah. The only way you're able to incapacitate and take full control over your life is only through Torah. Right? Pirkei Avos. Right? Only the one who engages in Torah, he's the Ben Chorin. What do you mean you're Ben Chorin? You're free. You're a free man. You dominate, you dictate your own life. Nobody else dictates your life. Otherwise, Yetzirah dictates your life. So that's Malchus, as he's explaining. That's Melech. Correct? Taking control of your life, every aspect of your life you're in control of, that's Melech. That's Malchus. The Hiksha. So what's the difficulty with this? So the reason, the weakness with this position is, I mean, he's explained why the others argue, what caused him? What brought about this admission? I mean, every time a person does tshuva, right, the Rabbinu writes, what is the prerequisite to tshuva? HaKoras HaChet. You have to recognize you did something wrong. A person doesn't recognize they did anything wrong. You can't even begin talking about remorse. So the first and foremost, you have to recognize that there's a failing. After you recognize there's a failing, and to what degree, then we talk about remorse, regret. And then we talk about commitment, not to do it again. So therefore, what caused Yehuda to admit? Because he sinned originally. That the reason why, if what precipitated this taking control is the Avera, that's not a sufficient reason that he should merit Malchus. It's like almost like it's like Choti Niskar to a degree. It's like, this is similar to the Rechaim HaKodesh says, why was Rivka barren? I don't remember this one. Rabbi, this is important. Why was Rivka barren? Why was she Akora? Because Lavan and his mother, they gave a bracha, you should be into the thousands. So it comes out of, now Rivka has children. What do they attribute the proliferation of the Jews? To Lavan's bracha and his mother's bracha, her mother's bracha. They're evil people. So what does Hashem do? She's barren. Naturally, she cannot have a child. So now it's obvious. Why is she having a child? It's unrelated to that. So to say the Malchus emanates is a consequence of a chet, even though he did tshuva, doesn't make a difference. But the Malchus Yisrael, it was precipitated because he did something wrong, and that catapulted him to this level. That's not sufficient reason, even though he took control. Lavan gave him. Rivka, Eliezer went to find a wife for wait a second, before she left. Before they left, so they said, let's ask the maid, does she want to go or not? She said, I want to go. So before she left, they gave her a bracha. What was the bracha they gave her? You should into the thousands. You should conquer the gates of your enemies. So good. So they gave her bracha. So now all of a sudden, now she has a family. Who are they going to attribute that family to? Klal Yisrael is our proliferation, and that we increase in numbers due to we know who gave us the bracha. No, I understand. Tshuva is phenomenal. But you say, you know how Malchus came about? Because Yehuda had to first sin to bring that about. So there's a connection between the Chet and Malchus Yehuda. Even though it was phenomenal what he did. Right. But where does it emanate from? If he wouldn't have first sinned, it wouldn't have happened. So he had to first sin to bring that about. What if he wouldn't have sinned? No, that's a separate discussion. That's a separate discussion. Correct. No, not under the radar, Saki. Not a practice. No, just the opposite. He wouldn't have allowed it to happen. No, come from Yehuda. What did it have to come about in this context? Or the story with Ruth and Boaz. Same idea. She had to go out to the threshing field, and he had to control himself. And the whole story. Is that the way you meet a wife? This is where Mashiach is coming from. Okay. So therefore, the other opinion, that's what the other opinion says. Right? The brothers were going to kill Yosef. And what did Yehuda say? Right? What's the value of this? Oh, we're going to kill our brother? Let's sell him into slavery. What is a king? A king protects his subjects, takes responsibility for his subjects, that they shouldn't be victimized. Yosef was going to be victimized. Yehuda intervened and did not allow him to be victimized.
But he's selling it to slavery.
Even though there was an opposition, right? The brothers initially, he overpowered them and did not allow Yosef to be the victim. Wait, but again, it's the same idea. But originally, how did it all come about? Meaning saving was enough maybe to atone for the selling. Meaning, but factually they sold them to slavery. Factually they did the wrong thing. Yes, right? The whole story is that he was willing to say, I will be a slave in the place of Binyamin. Right? That's humility. That's a demonstration of humility, even though we have that difficulty. because he put everything on the line, right? Yehuda said, "Chotosi lovi cholayomim." He's giving up his world to come and in his physical world. That's the reason. How is that a display of hanova, of humility? Ki abarech min agdula rodef agdula rodef achrov. As he says, so what he says himself. V'akosh al zeh ki ein zeh moral hanova. It's not in. He took response. He's the guarantor. So it has nothing to do with hanova. What is that with humility? A person pays a debt, and if he doesn't pay the debt, as I said, he's going to be decapitated. Oh, you're so humble. Other person anybody has to be out of his mind not to pay the debt. You want to live, you pay the debt. So that you assumed responsibility, of course he's the guarantor. When he jumped into the Amsuf, Nachshman Amin Odov, that's the reason why he merited Malchus, Kach Roy LeMalchus. Kibal Shem Hu Roy LeMelech, Bifrat, we'll leave this for tomorrow. What was the alternative? That was the claim he could have said, if you would have said, they would have. No, so it's rejecting it. He says, no, that's why finally it has nothing to do with humility. It's because he right? No, it's not even humility. It has no relevance to humility. So that's why it was rejected. That's why it finally came, because Kiddush Hashem, because he jumped into the Yamsuf. That's why they merited Malchus. He's quoting various opinions and showing the weakness in each opinion. It's not favoring each one. He's explaining why each one rejected the other one. And the conclusion of the Tosefta is because Kiddush Hashem, jumping into the Yamsuf, and it was a descendant. It was a descendant of his. But that his descendant did it is a reflection of who he is, evidently. Because what does the characteristic have to do with it? But it was the whole Shevet jumped in. Nachshon was the first one. Followed. Thank you.